my Sagittarius collective. Welcome back, you beautiful souls. We're taking a look at what's happening for you in the area of love and relationship with the past person. For those of you who are interested in a past person, with a current person, for those of you who are interested in someone new or current, and in the area of money. What is happening for my Sagittarius collective during the month of June? That's what we're taking a look at. So welcome back to those of you who are part of my community, and I just want to take a moment to thank you for your energy, for your love, for your support, for your beautiful comments. To those of you who have taken the time to like and to subscribe, of course, helping my channel to grow. You make it possible for other people who need to receive these messages to have access to them. Your time is valuable, your energy is precious, and I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to those of you who have donated to my channel, to those of you who have contacted me for personal reading, spiritual healing, coaching. Thank you so much for honoring my work and for helping me to do what I do. So I just want to take a moment to thank you. You are so incredibly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, I'm High Priestess Elif. I'm a medium, so I channel the bulk of my message. I have spirit in my ear. It is my job to interpret the story, the messages, the energy vibration, everything that I am shown. It's my job to put it together, to tell a nice, accurate story, and most importantly, to bring you the messages and the guidance that you need to receive at this time. So, I always ask that you guys trust your own intuition, your own guidance system. Welcome your guides and keepers, give thanks and ask them to guide you through this reading, to help you to know and to recognize if the messages are for you or not. Don't ever allow anybody outside of you to be your point of reference, to be your basis of truth. We are simply here to shine a light, and this is for a collective, so not everything will fit. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, just move along. It's for someone else. And if it triggers, this is where your work begins. If my message, my reading, or my energy does not lift you in some way, does not make you feel as though your world, your understanding, your concept of yourself or your experience has expanded in any way, then you can do something better with your time or energy. You don't need to be here. We need to value our energy. You need to value your energy. You matter. And what you give focus to is very, very important. So, these messages, what I do is to serve and not to hinder. It's, as I say, to shine a light on what you already know to be true. And therefore it resonates, because everything you need is already within you. All your medicine, all your answers to all of your questions. It's just that sometimes we're focused so much on the question that we cannot see the answer or the solution. And your guides and keepers bring you those solutions and those answers through a seer, someone who is able to see them. So, you've entered a sacred space. I start all of my readings with a channeled healing, a channel meditation for remote healing in the area of love and relationship for my subscribers. Specifically in the relationship between you and you. That which you identify with as I and your inner being. Your true self. So, the archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. And we give thanks to the spirit of air, earth, water, and fire. Giving thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for helping me to channel these messages for my Sagittarius collective, bringing you clarity, guidance, insight, healing, and love. To help you on your journey. Okay, so we're taking a look at past person for those of you interested in a past person, and then I'll draw cards for current and in the area of money. So let me just write down these timestamps because I often forget. So past person. For my Sagittarius collective, interested in a past person. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so when it comes to this past person, Sag, you've had a lot of time to reconcile with the parts of this person that you were so attached to. And I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. Every subject is two ends of the stick, and every person has the version of themselves when they're in alignment and the version of themselves when they're not. And it didn't matter what this person of yours did, because you are such a beautiful soul and you always want to see the best in others, and you have such a great capacity for love. You were focused on this person from a place of love and devotion, only seeing the best in them. And something's happened with this past person that has forced you, and there has been a period of time of separation here that has forced you to embrace the shadows, the part of this person that you didn't want to see. This separation with this past person, the fallout, whatever's happened here, it must have been a fallout, because it's showing up for me as though this person, it was sudden. This person suddenly left your life and showed you a side of them that they hadn't before, or that you didn't want to see. And over time, you have been able to reconcile with the reality that this person is not exactly what you thought they were, but that doesn't mean they weren't worthy of your love, and that doesn't mean that this was not that they didn't hold that space in your life. You can still hold the space, the honor the connection, and love the value that the connection has brought to your experience, without focusing on regardless of the conditions, because that's what unconditional love is. Yeah, this past person, this breakup happened as a result of this person wearing a mask. Glamour, intrigue, and drama, that's what this person's... For some of you, this past person could be a twin flame, because I do pick up there's an alter ego here. Okay, so what is it that my Sagittarius collective needs to know about this past person? What is it that my Sagittarius collective should know about this past person? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so very, very deep emotional connection here. This there's no doubt that there was love here. There is love here. What Spirit is showing me is that this person's idea, the intrigue, the glamour, the drama, I don't believe you were willing to play that game. I don't believe that you were willing to do that dance. And this person of yours, this past person's had this idea of what you should be and how you should respond to them and how you should behave and what you should do. And I don't see that you played that game or that you danced to that tune. I'm getting an Emperor energy, so someone that likes to be in control and feels that, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, so much love here. So much love here. Very deep love between the two of you. I feel as though your person was so attached to this illusion of how this is supposed to play out, that they made a mess of this. Your person was in their head and not in their emotions about this connection. And this person, Spirit is saying to me that your person had some sort of a mental disconnect, like a mental breakdown of sorts, even if it was just a temporary one, because there wasn't balance here. There wasn't equal give and take, and they were not going to be able to give you. This was the fear. This person had worn a mask, had this alter ego, shown up in as a certain persona, and they were afraid that when this gets real and you have to see them in their truth, that you will see that they don't have the capacity to give you as much as you were giving them, or that they don't have the capacity to give you the balance that you wanted in a relationship. This was an opportunity for a solid new beginning. But what became obvious here in the separation, and this is the realization you came to, is that it was easier for you to be a fantasy to this person, but when you got real, they couldn't handle it. That's when they became stagnant, didn't want to take any action, couldn't move. It's as if they became stuck, paralyzed with fear, immobile, and you put this person in a timeout as well, because energetically you were attracting and calling for a certain kind of energy, and they were not rising up to that. Fear. Okay, so you could be dealing, this past person could be an air sign, could have air in their chart. Your connection could really have had great communication, and then when this happened, you didn't understand what happened to the communication. It's as if they just choked up, became stuck, became paused, like immobile. And I think this person blocked you, or you blocked them. And that's how it's been. So what are we looking at here during the month of July? Is this just to bring some clarity or answers to my collective? Is there anything we can expect with regards to this past person? Because there's definitely love here, but shoot, the energy that we're in, very, I'm picking up an energy of bondage. That's hard to break. Yeah. This person needed to make a choice. This feels to me like a twin flame connection. They needed to make a choice. And they didn't want to, as I said, they became immobile. They became paralyzed in this, as if they were paralyzed at the crossroads. And they just remained stuck there. This person's not moved on from that. They're still stuck there at that crossroads. You've expanded. You've moved on. You've lived your life in the meantime. You're a Sag. You don't stand around waiting for life to happen. You make life happen. Your person is still there at that crossroads, reminiscing on the good times, daydreaming about what could be, watching you from a distance, fantasizing. I don't see them taking any action during the month of June. But this could be answers or closure for some of you. Does this person love you? Did this person love you? It's a yes. Does it make sense how they behaved? You know where we make a big mistake, guys? We think that love that love is this force that makes us do things in a certain way, that makes us behave in a certain way. So we have certain expectations when we've in the face of love. Love is an energy. It's a vibration, right? And love is always there, but sometimes we pinch ourselves off from it. And your person pinched themselves off from it. That doesn't mean that it wasn't there. And it doesn't mean that it wasn't real. And this is why so many people, that's why people say things like love breaks your heart and love hurts. No, it doesn't hurt. It's the person's actions when they've pinched themselves off from love. And it's not like this thing that we encounter and it's always there. It's not like we stand before love or we emerged in love and then it's always there. It's on our skin forever. No, it doesn't work that way. It is always there, just like the sun comes up every day. But that doesn't mean we all bask in it every day. Some days we do because we're deliberate about it. Or it's easier to do, and other days we don't. Other days we take it for granted. And that's how it is with love. And that is the best analogy I can give you. Because I feel like many of you just needed an answer to your question here. So, I wish you healing. And that you embrace your expansion and the expansion that this connection has brought you thus far and will continue to bring you, because energy never dies. And therefore a relationship, the love shared between people, even when they go their separate ways, it never ever dies. It expands in what is to come. It only becomes more, but it never dies. So let's take a look at what is happening for my Sagittarius collective with a current person, for those of you interested in a current person. Okay, so this is for my Sagittarius collective, interested in a current person. Okay. So, with this current person, a storm might have risen or arrived, Or you might have been in the midst of a storm. Remain calm. Just remain calm. Okay. What is it that my Sagittarius collective needs to know regarding this current connection? What is it that my Sagittarius collective needs to know? What is it that they can expect during the month of June when it comes to this current connection? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Current person for my Sag. New territory. New territory. This is new territory. Change. A change is taking place. Thank you, Spirit. All right. For some of you, the past person's energy is coming through. Okay. So for some of you, this past person has come back into your experience and is now also showing up as a current energy. This past person betrayed you in the past and you are wondering if you can expect that they will be doing the same. Or if you can expect that something is different. They have sort of turned your world upside down a little bit. This was unexpected. They came in fast and furious with lots to say. They've spent a lot of time planning and working towards being able to honor and just do right by you. After breaking your heart, and now you have questions. So let's get that out of the way, because some of you, there is someone new that's coming to your experience, but for some of you, this is a past person that's watched you from a distance for a while, that's come back into your experience. So let's see what Spirit says. If this is for my Sagittarius collective that has reconciled, coming to union with the twin flame, is considering actually giving this a go and is concerned, has questions with regards to betrayal. Is this who this person is, or was it just what advice is there? What is it that my Sag needs to know? Okay, right, so this person, the advice is not to push this person away or out of your life experience, okay? It's to find a way to honor this relationship whilst honoring and giving them space to be on their own and to continue focusing on their own stability, inner stability, and your own inner stability. There is this level of independence here. Your person is and so are you in your heads about this, naturally, because of your past experience. Give it time. Give it time. Allow it to be platonic. Allow it to be a friendship until you are able to rebuild trust. Your person, some of you need to be mindful, because the answer to your question is that this person is still in bondage. They are working to release themselves from bondage, but the reason why they are, how do I say this? It is lustful and sexually motivated. This is not always a bad thing. Especially with a twin flame connection, there is a very strong pull. It is very, very deep. It is passionate. It is intense. But this person needs time to evolve beyond that, to get past the excitement. Otherwise, you don't give this the opportunity to become more. Your person, for some of you, this is showing up for me as someone that has a love and sex addiction, or has connected mainly through physical contact, through sex, and not really, not the heart chakra. And they need to feel safe enough. They know this is something that they need to do, but the instinct is to switch it over into something sexual. So the only way that you allow this evolution to take place, and that you give yourself the time to establish whether or not they can expand beyond this, or whether or not they'll just go and look for it elsewhere, is to give it space and to keep it platonic and to maintain the friendship. Okay. Now, thank you, Spirit. Let's clear the energy. Let's clear the energy. I would like to tune into the energy of a new person, a current person in my Sagittarius, in my Saggies lives, in this collective's lives. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's do this. New person. Tell me about the new person, the current person. For those in this collective who have not reconciled with their past person, with their twin flame, but has decided to instead open up pathway for a soulmate. New person, thank you, Spirit. Because you do have free will, you do get to do that, right? Okay? You don't have to struggle, stick around, focus on mending a twin flame connection because of its title. Love is unconditional. You can respect, love, and honor the connection for what it is and the value that it adds. It is a soul, a spiritual awakening. And you can honor it for exactly what it is without attaching all these other ideals to the dynamic. You have free will. You can choose to open space and welcome a soulmate into your life. Soulmate relationships are more harmonious for some, in any case. Right, let's do this. Current person for my Sag. A clear solution. Let's see. Right. So, for some of you with your current person, there might be some questions about certain things, or the path forward or ahead may not seem completely clear. There is, your guides and keepers are lighting a lantern, lighting the way, so that you can just see your next step, and that's all you need to take is your next step. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. New person. What is happening with this current person for my Sagittarius collective who is with a new person? Okay. So there seems to be a bit of a pause in this connection at the moment. This is not a negative thing. This is to gain new perspective. Sometimes we stumble upon a new connection whilst old energies are quite active or still active. Most of the time this is the case. And then we need that spaciousness in the new connection to just air things out, to release the old. And I feel that's what's happening. Okay, what else? Let's see. This is nice, Sag. This is nice. Okay. So there's been a tower of late. Wish fulfillment, healing. You've got the star here. 8 of Pentacles. You both have manifested this, have worked towards this relationship and want to work on this relationship and make it work. I've got the 10 of Pentacles here. I've got the star and the 10 of Pentacles. For me, that is beautiful. Wish fulfillment, abundance, emotional fulfillment, financial abundance, house, home, family, money in the bank. This is the kind of connection that people can't help but to stop and admire. There has been a tower here though, so something's happened, and that's probably the reason for this pause, this timeout. But remember, with the tower, even though it feels as though, is this good thing falling apart? It's the destruction of the ego constructs. And with the star here, I'm not surprised that this happened, because this is healing, this is transformation, this is evolution. This is new programs, new paradigms, not old outdated paradigms. Let's see. So it might have been you. Looks to me like it could have been you that decided to put this new person of yours in a bit of a timeout, or just to put it on a little bit of a pause, take a step back a little bit. Maybe because of fear, because of this tower moment. What is this tower moment about? Because I'd like clarity. This person of yours wants this new beginning with you more than anything, and this tower was causing hindrance or standing in the way. Tower is whatever they've built, whatever they've assign value to, whatever they've assigned a sense of, when you sit up in your ivory tower and you feel like you're untouchable, but actually it keeps you away from everything that is real. It's all just an illusion. Whatever it is, the status, the money, the wealth, whatever it is, a false sense of security that this person was sort of holding on to, was holding them apart from this new beginning with you, and it made them feel very emotionally unfulfilled in this tower, and that's why this tower needed to happen. This person has so much love for you. Deep, deep emotions. No wonder their ego's just is being destroyed. It's a good thing. It feels terrible though. Those of us who have gone through a spiritual, I don't think you'd be here if you haven't been through a spiritual awakening, but it's possible. Those of us who have gone through a spiritual awakening, that dark night of the soul, oh, brutal, we know. And that's where what your person's going through. Oh, there's so much love here. You both deserve this. You've been through a lot. You guys deserve this. Your person needed to release the past. Your person is going through the process of releasing the past. Releasing old, outdated concepts and beliefs about themselves, how they see themselves, perhaps the community that they were associated with, title that they held. And they needed to go back, even though they felt that bridge was already burnt. They needed to go back down that mystic path, and there's peace that needs to be made in releasing the past to allow this new beginning, this Two of Cups. What can we expect for my collective, my Sagittarius collective? During the month of, where is this? Sorry guys, I just need to put my incense in the incense holder because it's choking me. Right, what is it that we can expect for my Sagittarius collective with this person, their current person, this new beautiful energy that's come in? This new beginning that is just suddenly feeling as though it's standing still. What can we expect during the month of June? Can we expect movement? Yes. Investment. Expect a solid investment and expect things to turn around. Abundance is coming in. So, if money has been a cause for stress and anxiety, know that there will be a flow of abundance. Wherever there may have seemed to be shortage, there will be a flow of abundance. Things are turning around. Okay, the cycle, this wheel is turning in the upright, and there is a investment here. There is a solid investment that you can expect being made on behalf of your person. Some sort of action that really contributes to a solid investment in your relationship. Okay, beautiful. Healing, love. Okay, Sag, that is your message with regards to your person. So let's take a look at we can expect in the area of finance for my Sagittarius collective. What is it that my Sagittarius needs to know about money? What can they expect during the month of June? Anything that they need to know? Anything that they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, strength. So things are good with your money. Things are very, very good with your money. I see the energy of your current person coming through too. So I think that they will also, there'll be some money flowing towards you, or some abundance flowing towards you from their direction. Okay, so where you might have had a relationship of bondage when it came to your personal currency and your relationship with money, you have healed this with your throat chakra. You have begun to tell a new story, and if you haven't yet, this is your answer. This is what Spirit is guiding you towards. You have to tell a different story, and if you've begun to tell a new story, build on that momentum. A positive story in which you have an eternal, lifelong, beautiful relationship with yourself, so your personal currency is very high vibrating, and your relationship with money is abundant as well. Spirit is saying to me that you've released yourself from self-imposed bondage and shortage and lack, karma that you've brought here, that you've worked through that. It's been healed through your throat chakra, through what you say. Affirmations, perhaps. New story. You've just been more mindful of what you say when it comes to money, and it's made a lot of difference. Your patience is paying off, and you will be receiving lots of communication, emails or messages that lead up to more money and more abundance. Okay. It's important that you remember how your emotions have an impact on your flow of money or your shortage thereof. If you feel unfulfilled, then you pinch off your abundance. Now you can say to me, but if I'm feeling unfulfilled, then how do I help that? You're feeling unfulfilled because you're focusing on things in your life experience now that you recognize as lack. If you instead shift your focus from that to the things in your life that you do have and that you can be grateful for and that you can appreciate, you recalibrate. You begin to calibrate to appreciation. that's when you open up for that flow. That's when you move from feeling unfulfilled to feeling more satisfied. Okay. That is your reading, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed that. Do what is best for you. Love yourself. Take care of yourself, guys. The energies are intense. We're going through these major upgrades, and there's so much going on in the world. Be selective about what you focus on. There is a lot more well-being than not. I don't care what anybody says. And you have free will. You get to decide what you focus on. So be gentle with yourself, because everything you expose yourself through is filtered through this vessel of yours, and it's going to really have a hard time if you are focusing on things that are of a lower vibration. So be gentle with yourself. Take breaks from social media. Take breaks from the news and those people that like to gossip or always talking about what's going wrong in their lives. And create space, lots and lots of space for nourishment, to nourish yourself, mind, body, and soul with the good stuff. Okay. If you're interested in a personal reading, my spiritual healing or coaching, you're welcome to contact me. Email address is in the description box below. Love and light, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.